Hey folks, it's Adam and Matt from golfunfiltered.com, and so we are actually sitting in the parking lot outside of GolfTEC Naperville. Matt just went through a putting lesson, a little bit of a mini putting fitting as well, with our man Russ Gamble over there. And so Matt, first and foremost, we went through something that was called BioMech.
I believe so.
I believe it was, and listeners, you'll keep us honest on that. And this was really a pretty intense putting lesson that you went through. Tell us about it.
So it was the first and only putting lesson I've ever gone through, really. But it was really cool seeing the nuts and bolts of all the numbers with the lofts, the swing path, the angle of attack, essentially, the acceleration and deceleration of my putter head. I mean, it's so much more in depth than you can get just by looking at it or through a camera. It's got all of the metrics to actually break it down even further.
So what's interesting about it, though, is that you mentioned a couple terms there that people would think about for a full swing, but he was actually saying all that for your putting stroke too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, ideally it's keeping the club on path and square to the ball, approaching impact and through impact, and accelerating through the ball, because that was one thing that I didn't even really know was how much I decelerated through the ball, even right after impact, and how short my follow through was compared to my backswing. So, it's definitely something that I know that I can actually work on and get more consistent with my putting stroke. And
what's interesting too is that, we went through this and they had lasers. I mean, I had a camera going around, lasers. And obviously you're not going to have that on the golf course.
Sure.
But one of the things that I know, because I've played with you for a long time, one of the things I know was an aha moment for you was that length of your backstroke, where they actually, just something as simple as putting a business card down on the green was really a visual cue that allowed you to really improve.
Yeah. I mean, as you'll kind of see in the video, the longer the length of the backswing, kind of the more trouble that you can get into.
Stops actually right before you make contact.
Yeah.
That's way better. Much better stroke. You can see the difference in that length, so that's much better. Go ahead and turn it on. That's good. Feels different?
It feels kind of like, the shorter the stroke, the less trouble you can get into.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of keeping everything simple and kind of compacting the stroke to minimize the error, I guess, that you can make in the putting stroke.
Which is something you actually mentioned as well. I mean, you have less room to make an error, basically.
Yeah.
So, now, after your experience here at GolfTEC Naperville, would you say you've got some stuff to work on now?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna go home and my putting mat at home, my new one. I'm going to actually apply a lot of the things that Russ taught me, and the things that we went over, and hopefully get the swing to where it's muscle memory, where I'm not thinking about how long I'm taking it back or this and that. So it's definitely something that I could see translating onto the golf course.
Nice. And so Matt's going to work on those things to get ready. Like he needs any more help to beat me. But at any rate, go out, folks, to GolfTEC. You can go out to golftec.com. You can go out to any GolfTEC location, and they've got the same technologies. Matt, thanks for doing it, and we will be posting this pretty soon on the site.
Look forward to it.